Yes guys, Friday morning, let's go. Off to the gym to do a Hyrox workout. First official Hyrox workout
get 3-4 months out of that client.
Of this prep. So we've got Hyrox Sharjah in 8 weeks time. So I have been doing a little bit of erg work and some movement work for Hyrox over the last month whilst I was prepping for the half marathon, but we've never done a Hyrox specific workout before. So did the Burj to Burj half marathon last Sunday. I did film the majority of the tape a week last week, running over training nutrition, so I am going to upload that video probably tonight, but for some reason the DJI, the SD card, fucked up on the weekend, basically the two days prior to the race, which was obviously the important bit in terms of nutrition, but it's all good. These things happen sometimes. So what I might do is make a separate video running over the actual race prep in terms of the running program that we did and the result, but ended up running a 3-minute PB and PB in the half marathon in 1:28:34, which I was so pleased about. It was almost a perfect race. I went out a little bit too fast, so I was very much holding on to the pace for the last 6 or 7k, but as I say, I managed to come in at an average pace of 4:12, which I was so pleased. All I wanted to do in that race was go under 90 minutes, and safe to say I smashed that out of the park. And my running partner Simon, who I'm doing the Hyrox with as well, we literally crossed the line at exactly the same time, and we both prepped so hard for that race, so really pleased. So again, I will do a race recap video where I run down the running plan alongside the strength training plan as well, because we were both still lifting 4 times a week, maintaining physique, still improving strength in the gym. So I think it was a really good prep in terms of balancing both well and doing the hybrid training, if you want to call that properly. But anyway, off to the gym now to this Hyrox workout. It's a mixture of I think we've got 2 15-minute arm wraps, 800 meter run, 400 meter row, 30 wall balls, I think, as many rounds as we can in 15 minutes, then a little bit of a break, and then part 2 I think is 800 meter run again, then 400 meter ski, and then I think burpees, 15 burpees. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be high intensity, and I'll probably just put the camera down and film some bits, and I'll check in after that. Be a little bit of a shorter video today. I want to start putting out more frequent videos, and it's easier to kind of just do them all in one day and get them uploaded. Aim for 2 or 3 a week, because when you make the longer videos, like 30 to 40 minutes, it spans kind of a whole week. So that's the plan. I'll touch base. I'm going to the cinema tonight, going out for dinner as well, so banking a few calories for then, but I've still managed to push in probably 70 grams of carbs this morning. It's 8 AM. I did get up at 5:30 for a call, which a guy didn't turn up to, which is really irritating. So if you book a call, please turn up. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go to the gym now.
Like, you gotta kind of just be ahead of the game a little bit. So a lot of it's logical, common sense, and then the period of time, like.
Nice one, bro. Okay, so part 1 of the workout is done. We ended up switching it around because someone was using the ski, but 1k run into 2 15 minutes each on the ski, into one length of the track of burpees. Runs, on average, we're holding a 4:03 across the whole thing. Ski, we're holding between probably 1:42 and 1:46, so it's going well. We'll see how the row goes now. I think the run's the hardest bit, to be honest. Potentially we're going a little bit too quick, but it's good for a first attempt. Legs hurt. Could you flip that down to 8 for me? Too much. Cheers. So that is the first Hyrox session done. I think the last clip was in between the two segments of the workout, but tough. Never felt anything like that. Going from like the stations into the run is super tough. Obviously we usually just do running, well I usually just do running, but nonetheless really good. So with the runs, over the 6 1K splits, we held an average of 4:09. I think our slowest split was 4:14 and quickest was 4:02. Obviously got a little bit slower as we went through the workout. So our strategy for the next one is to start with a 4:15 pace and then try and negative split it. Because we're much stronger on the runs versus the stations, I think what we're going to do is be quite conservative on the stations and then try and go a little bit quicker on the runs, because obviously you can make up a lot more time on the runs rather than like knocking 10 seconds off your rowing time isn't going to make that much difference in the grand scheme of things. So really good, but a high intensity session, so that's probably going to be the most taxing session of the week now. So we're really going to kind of like optimize the rest of our training programs around that. Like if we look at our training program at the moment, we do intervals on Wednesday and then we're doing Hyrox on Friday. So outside of that, from Friday afternoon until Wednesday morning needs to be lower intensity training focused on recovery, otherwise we just won't be able to recover and perform well. But just got down one of these smoothies, like 65 grams of carbs, sugar straight away to promote recovery. I'm going to get some breakfast now and I'm just doing a little bit of work and I'm going to head back to the apartment. But it'll probably be a short vlog here, but first impression of Hyrox is it's tough. I can't say I love it, but obviously we've only done one, and I think obviously we're going to see progress every week, which is something that I really enjoy. So hopefully I'll try and kind of get more into it. We'll see how the first one goes. I don't see myself doing too much of it in the future. I think I just prefer the lifting and the running, but nonetheless it's good to do it and to be able to speak from experience for the few clients that we have on the program that are doing Hyrox. So yeah, I'm going to get some food down me and I'll check in later on. So that's it. I'm going to round off the video here, guys. Obviously, as I said, short one from me today, just a little bit of review of Hyrox. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last clip, but yeah, I'm not sure I love it, but I can see the attraction of it, and it's definitely a different feeling to any sort of training that I've done in the past, just because like going into those runs off the back of doing the movements, it's pretty tough, but it'll be good to tick the box. And as I say, like the main motivation for me doing it is because we have clients in our business that are doing Hyrox. So I think the coaches on the team should at least do one Hyrox over the next couple of years, definitely, so that we can kind of speak from really, really good experience there. But I've got 3 more check-ins to do today, and that's all check-ins done. Friday's always check-in day, and I'm just tucking into a big bowl of yogurt. The main purpose of nutrition today is satiation, because we're going out for dinner, so high protein, good amount of fats. Before we go out tonight, gonna go to the mall, need to buy a few things. Got a wedding on Sunday, need to buy some shoes. I'm gonna go to the cinema as well, so just loading up on protein, and then gonna go to Wagamama's and get fucking loads of food. I'm gonna get the yakisoba and chili squid and maybe something else, we'll see. But yeah, rounding it off, and I'll check in on the next Hyrox workout, which will probably be 2 weeks time, because I'm going back to the UK next week. So I won't be with Simon, but I'll probably just run on Friday instead. But that's what I've realised today. It's really opened my eyes to the fact that Hyrox is definitely going to be not won or lost, but you're going to do really well or really badly depending on your running ability, because we basically figured out that like our strengths are definitely the runs that we were holding between a 4 minute and a 4 minute 10 pace for all of the splits today. You're much better off going a little bit easier on, for example, the ski on the row, and not absolutely binning yourself and redlining it there, because then your run will really suffer. But obviously on the runs, you're taking 4 to 4.5 minutes to do them. So essentially you can make up a lot of time on the runs if you're performing well. So that's definitely going to be our strategy, but we will be weaving in a little bit of Hyrox work throughout the week. For me today, I realised I need to get better at wall ball technique. I'm actually surprisingly good at burpees compared to what I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be terrible. So yeah, it's all good. Excited to document the journey as always.